Hello everyone, welcome to another video, Vinyl Addict. This is Chili, and one of today's videos, I'm talking about Nickelback, and the topic of Nickelback is still more real than Rage Against the Machine. You know, they're hated, but to me, it's still more real than Rage Against the Machine. Now, before I get into this, don't forget to hit the like, comment, and share on this video, and subscribe to the channel if you still haven't. So let's get this started now. Okay, first of all, when looking at all these videos on YouTube, I was just kind of scrolling through like most hated bands and whatnot. There's Creed, there's, you know, ones that just always pop up: Creed, Coldplay, Green Day, some of them that are really popular as well, U2, and it seems like it's always the singer. It's because of singers that why most people hate the band. But these guys were always rated #1 in most of these lists. And, you know, I never really thought about it before. I just always would just see it. And it seemed like it was just a trendy thing. People hating Nickelback for the sake of hating it. It became part of this kind of mainstream, you know, it was a trending topic pretty much, you know. And yeah, it was sort of like the internet is just telling you to hate who you're going to hate. And even though you may not really have any deep connection or deep thought about them, but you know, people just will go along to get along. And, you know, to me, I could take it or leave it. But I was looking at the reasons why people would say, you know, Nickelback is like the worst thing on earth since, you know, the Holocaust or something, you know. But it's just one of the things was that they weren't edgy enough. They were making just formulaic kind of music that always did it, have no rebellion and no edginess to it. Okay, well, for one thing, they never said that they were wanting to be that band anyway. You know, people are putting other standards on this band when, you know, they're not there trying to say we are this, you know, rebel band or whatever, anti-establishment band. They just seem like a band that were just making songs, whatever people want to hear, people like, whatever, you know. So that argument to me was just like, that's kind of stupid. Whereas you have a band like Rage Against the Machine, where it's implied in even their name of their band that they're kind of anti-establishment and, you know, the big middle finger to the system. And then look what they are doing. You know, they are acting like the system as far as just like, and everything that they stand against, that they say that they're standing for, when, you know, they're saying one thing as far as like capitalism, they're against capitalism, but then again, they sell tickets for like fucking $300 and up. And Tom Morello was saying, oh, well, you know, that money, a lot of that money is going to a charity, it's going to this and that, but he never says what it was. You know, I was trying to find it, you know, it was like, it was nothing. It was just, no, you guys will have these fucking reunion shows and don't really say anything regarding what's going on now in the political climate, or it's just things that just for that audience, you know, because I feel like what they sing about are things that people, the majority of the people in their audience are not really inclined to really do the research of what they're singing about or who they're singing about, where it's Che Guevara or these other people that, you know, Lenin or whoever they're into. It seems to me more just like of a movement, just to say like, oh yeah, you know, I feel like I'm rebelling, or I feel, you know, tough. I'm listening to this band and it's my identity. But you know what? That's not even. They're not even. It's sort of like a fake movement, really. Rage Against the Machine, as they are part of the movement. You're on a goddamn major record label. You know, how much of the, you know, machine can you know what I mean? It's in your face, you know. There's people who fought the machine like Prince, you know, and went against Warner Brothers, you know, went through a lot of shit, you know, that's Rage Against the Machine. You know, he's the first one to sell his music on the internet, you know, and get away from the system. You know, they're still part of it. They've always been, but, you know, they're packaged as being rebellious. So that's the thing. So these guys are not pretending to be anything else. You know, they're not trying to, it's not implied in their name or, you know, even in their bio to be edgy or this or that. And another thing about when we talk about the establishment, and that's like, you know, publications like Rolling Stone magazine who, you know, they prop up bands like Rage Against the Machine and shit. And this is how fucked up Rolling Stone magazine is. Okay, so the bass player, I was watching a interview with the bass player of this band, Nickelback, and he was saying that one of the reviewers for Rolling Stone magazine called him up and said, oh yeah, you know, I wrote a great review, I like the new album, this and that, and he was very detailed on everything about this album and whatnot. Brought it to the editor, and the editor said, oh no, like, did you get the memo? We don't like Nickelback no matter what, because it's going around everywhere, you know? It's sort of just like, that's how fake they were. You know, that's how fake Rolling Stone magazine is, while they prop up Rage Against the Machine to being like this, you know, really fucking anti-establishment band, a band with a message and all this bullshit. And while these guys are just really being hated, and what it's really done for them is like it's given them that path. Like they were also at Portugal where they were booed off, you know, from the stage, and you know the bass player said, you know, it's just sort of like we're going through that rite of passage kind of thing. It's just, you know, it's like Bob Dylan was booed and everything, but you know, and then Chad walked off the stage saying, "Fuck you, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna sell albums. We're still gonna be, you know, who we are." They never pretended to be anything else. So that is my argument today. You know, comment below. What do you think? You think Rage Against the Machine is more tough and more of a real band than Nickelback? They're fucking fake to me. At least Nickelback never pretends to be anything but Nickelback, and I'll give them that. And so, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.